Then the devil took him up and showed him in a second all the kingdoms of the world.
I will give you all this power and all this wealth. It has all been handed over to me, and I can give it to anyone I choose. All this will be yours then, if you worship me.
Genesis, chapter 4, verse 7. Behold, if you do right, I accept it, and if you will not do right, sin lies in wait before the door. You are going to be converted to it, and it will have authority over you.
Because you worship sin and money.
For what you have done, you shall stand in judgment. Yea, Jehovah hath spoken. I have heard his voice, and I speak unto you his words. As the Lord God of Israel liveth, before whom I stand, there shall be no dew nor rain to fall upon the earth. The sun shall scorch the land, and the crops shall thirst with such a great hunger for water that they shall be devoured by burning heat, and shall wither into a grave of their own dust. And nothing shall change but according to my word. You may shout and weep and cry out for mercy.
My sons would not walk in God's ways, but took bribes for prejudiced judgment. And then the elders of Israel came to me, and ye did say unto me, Give us a king to judge us, like all the nations, a king. And I prayed to the Lord, and he said, The people of Israel have not rejected thee, but have rejected me, the Lord God. They have forsaken me and served other gods.
Who was wealthy? Yeshua, Jesus, or the devil? Yeshua, Isa, Jesus, as the incarnation of the angel Jibrael, Haniel, was a son of a woman. His biological mother was Miriam with a XX chromosome, and his Y chromosome was from the spiritual physical angel Jibrael, or Gabriel. His stepfather was Joseph. His mother, Miriam, was of the bloodline of Yehuda, or Judah, and he had a rich heritage, but not rich in currency or money. His stepfather was a carpenter and taught him the same trade. At this modern time in the United States, a carpenter average annual income is $61,000. And so, Yeshua, Isa, Jesus' family was not wealthy. And because of this, he was tempted by an advocate of the fallen chief cherub, Nanar's sin that was cast out of Orion. Revelations chapter 12. Matthew chapter 4, verse 9. A devil brought him to a very high mountain, and he showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. And he said to him, All these things I will give to you if you will fall down to worship me. In the 21st century, Many people put currency or money as first priority, and some say it is the only asset that matters. A man was speaking in a library, and he said, "Black people need money, and that is needed first before spirituality. We would be better off as a race if we had money. Jesus was rich, not poor." End quote. But if Yeshua, Jesus, was rich, why did he tell his disciples to steal a donkey? Luke chapter 19, verse 30. He said to them, "Go to the village which is opposite us, and when you enter, behold, you shall find a colt tied on, which a man has never ridden. Loose and bring him. If a man asks you why you are loosening him, say thus to him, he is needed for our Adon." So, what did Yeshua, Jesus say about riches or being wealthy? Matthew chapter 19, verse 23. It is difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of Orion. And again, I say to you that it is easier for a camel to enter the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of Eli. End quote. Many favor earthly riches and or wealth over preparing to enter a paradise. They rather burn in the spiritual fire that will cleanse this planet, now called Earth.